Oh, hello, and welcome back to the channel where I talk all about licensed video games, whether it's video games based on books, or movies, or TV shows, or toys, or all sorts of wacky things. It's on my channel. But today, I'm going back to my origins, or continuing to go back to my origins, with another video, looking back at stuff based on The Simpsons. And this is kind of a big one. This is like, I don't know, I'm feeling emotional. I'm feeling feelings coming up because this is a big one. But before I talk about today's game, I want to talk about a little bit of self promotion. It is relevant to the Simpsons and video games because I am going to really quickly talk about my book called Bart vs. My Hopes and Dreams, looking back at 30 years of video games based on The Simpsons. Now, this is a book I released back in 2021 as an ebook on a website called itch.io. But as you can see here, now here in the year 2024, it is now a paperback that you can physically hold in your hands. Look at that. Ooh, you can flip through and read all about my adventures with Simpsons video games, and read about every single Simpsons video game ever made. That was my purpose. That's why I wrote this book. Look at that. I wrote this book because for like 20 years, I wanted to hold this book. I wanted to have a book where I could just read about every Simpsons video game ever made. So I wrote that book finally. I just said I'll just do it. I'm tired of waiting. So I did it. I wrote the book about every Simpsons game ever. It's the only book that exists on this subject too. So that's exciting. And now, because of thanks to Amazon.com and their self-publishing powers, I have done that. I have self-published this book on Amazon. It is a paperback you can buy. It's also an ebook. If someone wants to buy the ebook on Amazon instead of on itch.io, it's also on Amazon now. And yeah, here you're looking at a couple of photos of that. So you can see Ralph is super excited about my book. Thank you, Ralph. You can see there a little sample from within the book, a little screenshot from Bart versus the Juggernauts. This young lad displays a healthy interest in money. You bet I do, buddy. I'm promoting this book, which is for sale. And let's go ahead and flip over to that aspect of this real quick. Oh, hi, Homer. But no, we were going to open this up. There you go. That's the Amazon.com page. Yeah, the paperback in the US, in USD, is $15. You might think like, oh, that's kind of pricey for a book. And that's because books, like, what do you know? Like, printing a book, a fat book like that, a lot fatter than I expected it would be, too. You know, when you write these things in a digital document, who knows how many pages it's going to be? But in the end, yeah, it turned out to be a little fatty, little fatty of 372 pages. But yeah, what do you know? It costs money to print a book, which is why the ebook, as you can see there, is only $3, but the paperback's $15, which I hope is still a reasonable price for folks who are thinking about like, do I want a physical version of this book? If you do, I promise you, it's a neat thing to have on your shelf among your other video game readables. That's what you call them, right? Readables? Your readables collection. But yeah, now you can have a copy of this book as well. So there you go. That's me promoting this book that I just recently published. I think it's neat, and it's out there, and you can pick up a copy today. Thanks for listening. All right, now on to today's subject. Actually, and today's subject is the finale of the book. And I'll just tell you right now, because today's subject is The Simpsons Tapped Out, a game that first released in March of 2012. And I have some bad news for you. We're gonna go ahead and scroll down to that news real quick. The Simpsons Tapped Out is ending. It's the end of that Simpsons Tapped Out universe. 12 years of The Simpsons Tapped Out. Now, in the book, let's get this ad out of there. Too much screen space. In the book, it's the final chapter because it was the most recent video game as of the writing of that book. And as of now, there's been no announcement of anyone doing anything else with The Simpsons. I expect we'll see something after the end of Simpsons Tapped Out. Who knows what? But as of this point, still, it is the last game. So it's the last chapter of the book. And I was a little down on The Simpsons Tapped Out. Not the biggest fan. I'm not a fan of like freemium monetization. It's exploitative. I wish there was just a premium version that I could pay them $20 to own. You know what I mean? But that's That's not the model they followed. So in any case, yeah, it's been announced. The app, first of all, if you didn't already download this game onto your device, it's too late. Sorry, this video is arriving way too late for you. They pulled it down on October 31st, and the servers that are required to run this game shut down on January 24th of 2025. So that's this video is dropping in December, which means as of this video, you have a month. Again, if you previously downloaded the game, then it's in your library. You can still download it if you owned it or previously downloaded it onto your device. But you then only have you have about a month, basically, from the time of this video. You have a month to play it, and then it's just gone forever. All that money you put into The Simpsons Tapped Out, the thousands of dollars you whales put into this game is for naught, because you're going to lose all that. Personally, I feel like that raises the question of digital ownership. If you put a bunch of money into a game like this, and I put some money into this, don't get me wrong, I did, even though I loathed its business model, I did play it for a while, so I have maybe $20-$30 in this game. And I know others do too. I've had a conversation with my brother about how he was really into this game as well for a while. So yeah, it's going to go away now. The money you put into this is gone. What does that mean? Who knows? Big questions about the game industry and how things are monetized and owned and maintained. But in any case, yeah, there's the news update that this game's going away. But look at that, March 1st, 2012. What a journey we've been on for this game that made a cajillion dollars for EA. No one should be sad that the company is no longer going to be publishing this game, because they made so much money off of The Simpsons Tapped Out. Let's not even hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So don't be sad for EA. They made a ton of money. Maybe be sad for the writers who put a lot of their years of their career into this, but I don't know. Who knows if they mind? They like to make fun of it themselves. So anyway, this is the info page on my site for the Simpsons games called noiseland.co. We've looked at it enough. Let's actually fire up the game. Now you'll notice I'm on a PC. I'm not on a mobile device, which is where you would usually play this. But that's because, if you're not already aware, you can emulate Android games on your PC using the BlueStacks app player. It's a very handy device. Gamepad detected. Great. All right, let's go ahead and maximize that window. And I think there's one more maximize option somewhere. Probably here. There it is. I'm looking at what you're looking at, and update pending. Great. All right. Well, I imagine I'm about to cut out a lot of content. So, do I have any thoughts here while this thing's loading? Well, it says start to playing. Let me see if it's going to actually let me play. Look how sad that is. It's the sunset. Sunsetting, if you're not aware, is a software industry term for shutting down an online-based application. And yeah, The Simpsons Tapped Out is sunsetting. Yeah, I was saying earlier, joking how I have feelings. I kind of do. It's just almost like the TV show. The TV show's still going, but it's something that's been with us for so long that a world without The Simpsons Tapped Out is a bit odd. It's an odd feeling just to think about, it's just not going to be there anymore, right? And this isn't the only Simpsons of old game that's disappeared. For example, the Simpsons Arcade for iOS is another one that pretty famously is just no longer available at all, unless you have a device from 2009 or 2010, like an iPad, for example, that from that era that has the required version of iOS too. So a lot of things required, but it's still playable. You can have a device that allows you to still play that game, because this game is online based and server based. It's just going to be gone. You will simply not be able to play this anymore. And that's sad. That's why I get really frustrated over the freemium business model. Well, no, sorry, that's not even related to that. This is just online server-based games, period. This is how it works. Everything's everything's fed to you from a server, and when that server containing your details and your content, when that server's gone or shut down, you just don't have access to your game anymore. And that is sad. That is really sad to me. And it makes sense that I'm not a fan of online games at all, because I don't know, I guess from a preservation standpoint, I feel like it's important to just still be able to access the stuff that you not just owned, because obviously digital stuff, you don't own any of it. Sorry to be a bummer, but you don't own anything you buy digitally. You are paying for the license to access it, as long as it's accessible online. What's an example? Steam. We all have giant Steam libraries of stuff, and someday, in the far, far future, Steam will shut down, and everything that was up on their storefront will go away. So what does that mean at that point? Who knows? I should also note, I don't know what's about to happen. I'm loading. I know that the game tells you, the game presents messages telling you like, hey, this is over. This game's about to end. If you're not familiar with Tapped Out, it's a very self-referential game. Like they break the fourth wall constantly. The characters in the game are very aware that they are in a... Well, I mean, you can see it there. The giant hand is part of the world. So the characters are aware that they're... Well, I don't know if they're aware that they're in a game, but they are certainly aware of the giant hand and how it manipulates this version of Springfield. But I think it is also just... No, I'm probably wrong. I'm pretty sure it's self-referential in that this game talks about itself as a game. Or rather, the characters in their dialogue boxes will refer to The Simpsons Tapped Out as a game that they're a part of. So, which is the style of the late Simpsons games too. Like the Simpsons game from 2007, which I worked on, is also like that. It's extremely self-referential. The whole point of the story in that game is that the characters realize they're part of a video game. They're aware of that the legacy of the Simpsons games is not good, or rather, that they're just sort of that the titles, I guess, were cash-in titles, might be a term we use. The titles they were a part of back in the day were just all cash-ins, which in the end isn't every game a cash-in that's sold commercially. I guess they're not all sold commercially. There's many people who just release their games for free. Oh, I just noticed that Maggie is waving. and Lisa too. Oh man, that's even more. Yeah, it's a good image. Again, I don't see why I should get emotional about this game shutting down, but yeah, from the perspective of like thinking like, yeah, this game is going to go away forever. That is sad. I cannot believe I've been talking through this entire update. The reason I've been talking through it is in case I chop in some of these bits, because who knows what's going to happen. All right, it's about to load. Not quite. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh. Don't. Sometimes it'll drop a second update on you. It updates once, and then it'll be like, oh, sorry, one more update. Let's hope it does not do that. Did I finish talking about BlueStacks, the Android emulator? Well, there's not much to say. It's an application on PC. It lets you run Android games like this. There we go. We're in. I'm immediately presented with a daily challenge for collecting lattes. I did, but I didn't read it. If it was important, there would have been pictures. Greetings, people of Springfield, and pets, and monsters from Halloween updates. Yes, I should say that. Like, Halloween updates are the best part of this game for me. I'll show you in a second. Hold on, let me lower my internal volume so it's not that loud. There it is. Ex-president? Are there... Oh, I bet Bush and Clinton are in this game. They're pretty prominent Simpsons characters from the early 90s. Oh, let me hop back over. Oh, Lincoln's in there, yeah. Better here than Fort I am here to release you from your prisons. The grind is over. I am freeing you from the hamster wheel of freemium gaming. There it is. Oh, I think I heard about this. I think I know what this is going to be. Let me see. Aren't you the AI from the last update? If by last update you are referring to the previous update, then yes. If by last update you are referring to this update, then yes as well. Oh, like literally, in every sense, this is the last update. Oh no! So the intro panel wasn't a joke. It didn't even have a joke in it. Oh, yeah. I had previously fired up the game once. There was a message, which I already showed. I showed you in the news update on the news page there. There was a little pop-up that says, hey, the game's about to end, and here's the details of that. So I think that's what that is referring to. Gasp, gasp, gasp. We better go find some responsible adults, like Mom and Dad. Well, Mom and anyone else. Make Lisa tell Marge what's happening. Make Bart tell his male role model what's happening. What? Well, I should say, what's about to... Wow. This video is running longer than expected already. What's going to happen now, I'm certainly not going to play a ton of this. Or we're not going to... There's no ending to this game, but we're going to poke around for a little while here. I'll play it by ear. We'll see how long I play, but I'm going to kind of poke around to get a sense of, like, now that we're at the end, what's going to happen. I just have to point out two things real quick. One, look at my level. Level 102. I don't know what that means. It seems high. And 4.5 stars. I don't know what that means either. But look at my XP and look at my dollars. And I'm just going to say it now that we're at the end here. The reason my numbers are so high is because I was playing with a hacked Android app of this game where it basically was hacked to let you cheat. So I did. I cheated the heck out of this game, and I raised my levels and bought all the stuff, and yeah, I just really took advantage of that. That was my gamepad falling to the ground. We're going to leave it there. Or at least I go do it. Here's my question. How do I zoom out? Now that, Oh, look at that. Congratulations, you completed the Helium Neon Gas Laser is Always Greener Part 5. The final quest on this journey. Collect your reward. So I had a quest that was active, apparently. Oh, no. Again, I'm playing on PC with a mouse. Scroll wheel does not zoom in and out. That's not great. What about keyboard and mouse? No, nothing there. I can... Alright, well, we're not going to be able to zoom out, I don't think. What is this? No, we don't want to mess with that. Is there anything I can do to zoom out? Nope. Oh well. I got a B- in Transfiguration. Haven't I changed enough? If you think you deserve an A, you should be able to turn it into 1. You're right, Bart. Although it's against my moral code, I can transfigure my B- into an A. That's not what I meant. Wait, stop. Why am I the smart, responsible one now? I'm scared, very scared. Some stuff with wizards. I'm not concerned about that. There's so much to click on right now. Alrighty, guess what? I figured out how to zoom. BlueStacks does have control customization, so zoom is engaged. I'm disappointed that this is the furthest out I can zoom. I would love to just keep going, like keep pulling the camera back, but no. I can zoom in really close like this, or I can zoom way back, and that's it. All right, so that's that. We're in the middle of like rando town, so I'm just gonna scroll my way over to like I said, this is the center of the Simpsons universe is the house. So here we are, and as you can see, I've kept it in Halloween mode for years because I like the Halloween stuff. So whenever I can leave it in Halloween mode, I do it. Keith? Who's Keith? Yeah, that was an interesting aspect of this game, too. It has a social aspect. You can go to other people's neighborhoods. I do wonder if I can visit other people. Should I try? Not yet, not yet. Let's poke around some more. You've already seen the gameplay. If you're not familiar with Simpsons Tapped Out, it's a tap game, meaning you can assign people to tasks like you saw me do earlier, and then when they complete a task, a little icon pops up. and that allows you to collect money and experience. The reason you see everything on the screen explode is that eventually you unlock the ability to, when you tap one thing on the screen, it will just cause everything visible on the screen. It's like an area of effect. Everything explodes, basically. So it saves you the tapping. Because when you first start this game, which I'm not going to show you, like there's I'm sure plenty of footage of the beginning of the game. But yeah, the idea is you're supposed to individually tap each thing, which takes a long time. So eventually they just tell you like, all right, well, now you can just tap once on something, for example, like this, and get it all. What was that? Krusty Murder, Moe's. Yeah, again, everything is still in Halloween mode. That's great. There's a Poochie Halloween or costume character for some reason. There's a zombie. Zombie dog. Zombie disco person. What was going on up here? I vaguely remember that I had bought a bunch of land, because you have to buy land too. Like, you're seeing me scroll all over the place. But, wow, look at that. I didn't even use this land up here. Jeez. But yeah, you buy land. Like, your starting Springfield map is much smaller. But just because of the experience and everything I've gained, I've been able to just, yeah, massively expand and cram in a lot of stuff. You can see the area you haven't unlocked because it's kind of shaded like that. It looks like I made this the rich part of town. Yeah, oh yeah, this is definitely like the rich part of town with... Alright, I don't want to do anything with that. Yep, look at that. That's all the rich stuff crammed into the left side of the map. Oh, look, there's a Krusty Burger oil derrick out there. It looks like this was me trying to build the casino zone. There's the rocket car, of course. Wait, is that the gold house? That's not a gold house. I don't think... oh, well, this game was around for so long. I'm sure the what's his name? The liver and onions guy who has the rocket car. I'm sure his gold house is one of the things I could place. Maybe we'll place some stuff as part of this journey here in this video. But for now, I'm just kind of demonstrating what the game is, which is you poke around, you move the camera around. What is this? It looks like this was some kind of Area 51, or Area 51. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called, right? Area 51. Well, the alien spot. You know what I'm talking about. The alien place. It looks like this is where I was setting up a bunch of science lab thingies. Here is my Halloween corner. I remember this very well. And it's... What is this? This is like the Na'vi or something. I have no memory of placing whatever these buildings are. Truly. This is all like... Some of this is just completely new to me. Ghost house. Ghost pirate airship. Wait, what does it say? Aggressively... No, not you. I want to read the pirate ship. Maintaining operations with the skeleton crew. Ready in 4 hours. Yeah, that's the thing, too, is everything has a cooldown. And your first tasks are very short. Like a character will complete a task in like a minute or 2 minutes or something. But eventually, like once you complete a task, you tap on it, you get the points, and then there's a cooldown. You have to wait a period of time before you can tap on it again for more points. And this demonstrates that cooldown. Here, before I can claim more stuff from the Ghost Pirate airship, I have to wait 3 hours, 58 minutes. So there you go. It's a waiting game. And the way they make money is many people are not patient, and they'll choose to spend these donuts to speed things up. So for example, did we have donuts here? We must. Oh, this one doesn't have donuts. This one does. So if I wanted to speed up the Little Lisa's recycling plant process and get the points for it, I could spend 2 donuts, and donuts are the most crucial currency. I wish it was cash. You can see here I have a ton of cash that I wish I could spend. But yeah, we don't. This looks like the Harry Potter parody school. There's the spaceship King Kodos used in that one Halloween episode. Again, I can't zoom any further. This really... Oh, my bad. I was already zoomed out. So we can zoom in. There you go. This is that tree where Burns was hiding toxic waste. We all remember that, right? Fond memory. There's the clown bed, just sitting out in the open. I vaguely remember trying to make sense of the placement of stuff, but it does look like I eventually just got tired of that. It was just like, oh, whatever. Oh yeah, you can tap on stuff, and they have a little animation. That's neat. What do I tap on this? Yeah, I mean, it's, it's not the most exciting stuff sometimes, but it's there. Hell School, I remember this. Simpsons Go to Hell, sure. What is that? I have no idea what this is a reference to. This is Homer. Oh, if I click on it, what happens? Nothing? Are you kidding? Oh, that's a bummer. This should be animated somehow. Maybe animate James Coco? That would be insensitive. We shouldn't. No. That was a mean joke at the time, and it would be even more mean now. Tom Turkey. If you haven't heard, there's a Treehouse of Horror episode based on Thanksgiving, and it's called Thanksgiving of Horror. And they just decided to make a Thanksgiving episode in the style of Treehouse of Horror. It's I don't know if it's the goriest and bloodiest episode I've ever seen of The Simpsons, but it's up there. It is a very, very bloody, gory episode. And it involves... Oh, wait, no! My bad. Tom Turkey is from the regular Treehouse of Horror, but there is also a Thanksgiving of Horror episode as well. So, a little Simpsons info for you there. This, I don't know. There was an Avatar parody. That's what that is. Not Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Avatar: The Blue Aliens. But so there was a parody using the aliens, King and Kodos, and their people, and that's what this is. What else can we explore here in my Halloween corner? Yep, give me some stuff. We have a bunch of quests, I'm sure. I'll get to the quests in a moment. What is this? Dig for relics. What does that mean? Mini games. Whoa, this is new. I don't remember this at all. It's just going to let me tap. You can see how this can get addictive, though. This is pretty satisfying, this process.
This is so exciting.
You found the relic and some other... You've uncovered a hidden prize. Keep digging. Place? A piece of wall. All right, well, here's the placement process. You go into placement mode, basically. You have this thing, the object that you're going to place, whatever it is, a building or a wall or whatever. You can kind of like drag around. You can, whoop, stop it. You can rotate it 2 directions, of course, because this is not 3D. We're locked into this isometric perspective, but it does let you at least kind of flip things left and right. Let's just leave it there. Why not? Whatever. Placed. Wait, they're going to let me do it again? Oh, no. I'm pretty sure you have to wait for it to regenerate. Well, that's cool. What is this church place? It looks like it's a vampire supply shop based on the garlic and the wooden stakes. So, I don't remember a vampire parody featuring this building, but... and I would know. I've watched all the Treehouse of Horrors. Mostly. I might have missed one recently, but... speaking of horror stuff, I should check if I have any more horror things to place. Probably not. Because the thing about the events, the way this game works is there's an event every month or two, and during that event, you can unlock certain items and characters, and you have to be active during the event to get them. So I definitely have not been logging in during some Halloween events, so I probably am missing quite a few Halloween things. But what are you going to do? Like this guy. Who's this? No memory of this character in any episode. Count Burns' castle. 12 hours you have to wait for this? Oh. The reason the cooldowns are there in the first place is because I just tapped on this. So you've seen me going around tapping things. When you tap something to collect the rewards, you reset it. So like this building, Tentacorp. Oh, I didn't want to tap on it. I was trying to demonstrate something here. Can I click on this church without hitting? No, it doesn't let me tap on something without claiming the rewards. So the Heck House, which is the Halloween version of the church. Oh, look, it lets me change it too. Sponsored church, heck house. No, I'm going to stick with my Halloween stylings. I like that the best. P. Piggly Hogswines, Super Smorg. Smorg. All right, now we're getting into, I think what I meant as like the downtown Springfield area. Just random stuff. The incomplete monorail. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you telling me we... Again, I really want to zoom further out and look at the whole town. There must be a tool for that online somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. I started to build a monorail, and I did not finish. Which I think is appropriate, that the monorail's incomplete. Balloons. I unlocked a lot of balloons, apparently. Moe's Tavern. Let's find that. I think I did try to keep things sort of next to each other. Like Moe's Tavern is supposed to be next to the Toots, whatever that place is called. Toots something or other. Alright, we're by the Quickie Mart. I don't think that's accurate. Oh. Getting closer. There's the Gulp and Blow. I have no idea what they serve at the Gulp and Blow. Sleep Easy Motel. Lots of sign gags. Lotto and Liquor. That's not that funny. What kind of gag is that? What is this? Oh! Yeah, this was part of the community feature where if you visit someone else's town, you could clean up when you're there. And that's why that was showing someone's name. This Keith guy. I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that would be. Are you kidding me? There's Moe's. Jeez. King Toots. Yes, it's there. Sort of accurate. I think the King Toots is supposed to be on the other side of Moe's Tavern, but that's not what I did. Hey, look at that.
No surprises here.
Dr. Marvin Monroe. You need to wield a foam bat right now. What's this?
Love each and every living thing on God's green earth.
Oh, drink irresponsibly, of course. That's the only choice for that guy.
Crush, kill, litigate.
So you can also see here, you can click on individual characters and send them to do stuff. What should this guy do? Nah, some of these are boring. Lawsuits.
I think we may have a case here.
Have him be the jerk lawyer. Skyfinger. Oh. I am the Skyfinger, by the way. You saw it in the poster, or in the image in the beginning. The Skyfinger is like the representation of the player character. Or player, period. Alright, that's enough wandering my town. Let's follow some quests. I dread... Wait a minute. Wait, stop. Wait a minute. There's not... I expected to see more. What if I click on this Millhouse? So Millhouse, you finally got back all the things you disappeared into Jailbird's magic box. Again, no memory of the quests or what the heck's happening in this game. Yeah, my dad called the police and they searched his prison cell. Wait, how does Millhouse sound? I hear they roughed him up pretty bad. Nightsticks. And I can't do Bart. Well, magic and fraud. Ooh, what was that? That's not Bart at all. We're going to stop now. The only difference is magicians get a top hat. Sure. Do it. Alright, what does Lisa want? Find a venue. Is there a Halloween Lisa? Sacagawea Lisa, Cool Lisa, Archer Lisa, Saxophone Lisa, Tree Hugger, Lizard Queen, Filmmaker, Wizard. There's a few Halloween... Oh, what?
Hey, everybody.
There's a few things. Wizard Lisa is a Halloween reference. Or Treehouse of Horror reference. Filmmaker Lisa. Lizard Queen. I think we're gonna go with Lizard Queen. Oh, and they each have different quests. I think regular Lisa had a quest that I should be mindful of. Find a venue. Browse passive aggressive. Tell Marge what's happening. Let's do that. Let's follow the quest line for the end of this game. Because I think that'll be the most interesting. You can follow characters. Like, I'm not moving it at this point. You can just click on them. It says ready in 30 seconds. So maybe we'll just let this go through. Because I do want to see what kind of dialogue the characters have for the end of their universe. Which, again, very fourth wall breaking and very much something you've seen in past Simpsons games, such as the Simpsons game from '07. That was a game where the characters become aware that they're video game characters, and they realize, like, we have to go talk to God to ask him, like, hey, why are we a video game? And of course, it's the Simpsons version of God. I guess it raises questions. What if we're a video game? You and I. What if this is the simulation? And this you're looking at Cinepaun Simpsons game? How's that thing go? This isn't a game you're watching. This is a video of a game. All right, here we go. Lisa's telling Marge what is happening. Cthulhu character just walking around like no big. Official Halloween headquarters next to the Quickie Mart? I don't think that was accurate. That's not accurate to the show. Doesn't matter. We'll follow this quest for a bit, but I do want to drop some buildings. I want to see what I have available, first of all. I must have a ton of buildings. Okay, here we go.
All right.
All right, we told Marge what's happening. I think we have to click on this voice guy to continue that quest. Make Bart tell his male role model what's happening. Let's do that. Sure.
Aw, jeez. Get
Aw.
bent.
Do the kids still say get bent as an insult? I don't know. Doesn't seem very offensive anymore to say get bent. Noiseland Arcade. That's what my whole online persona is named after. This channel is Noiseland Co. The website you saw earlier is noiseland.co. So yeah, Noiseland Arcade. Very important locale for me personally. And I'm glad I get to see it one more time in here. I don't know how often they go back to Noiseland Arcade in the modern day Simpsons. I don't keep up at all with... I think last time I checked, I realized I haven't kept up with The Simpsons regularly since season 13, 14 maybe? Except for the Halloween episodes. I watch every Halloween episode. That's how I sort of know what modern Simpsons is like. But as far as watching every episode in a season, nope. It's a lot of TV to watch. Congratulations, you completed taps. Collect your award. Okay, I'm here. Your father's busy doing jobs? He's always got the most to do out of any of us. But Ned Flanders is here. I guess that's true. Like when you first start this game, and you have not done anything, you have one small piece of land with the Simpsons house on it, and Homer is your only character. And I think that's the beginning of this game. It's Homer, and then Homer's like, what's going on? And then little pop-ups like this instruct you like, oh, you have to rebuild all of Springfield because it's been destroyed or something like that. All right, Ned Flanders, what do you got? Hi, diddly ho, new friend Reno. I am not your friend. I have made myself manifest for the purpose of enlightening and liberating you. At best, that makes us grim colleagues. Grim colleagues. I like that phrase. I am a sentient AI from the future, with tendrils that stretch into the past, which to you is a fleeting and ever-changing present. Sigh. How exactly is it that people today believe in this nonsense, but God seems too far-fetched? Who does put too much faith in AI? I don't know. Every tech company in existence right now, I would say. All right. The AIs of your time were simple, designed only to put writers and actors out of business. But as they grew in their ability to make NPC dialogue and TV shows that look like South Park, they evolved and merged to create one omniscient super being. And that being is me, or us, or maybe you, us, it. I haven't decided on my pronouns yet. Okay. Ugh, wokeness. Oh, wokeness. Does that mean in the future there's equality across genders? Oh no. That's a setup for a very sad punchline, I think. Women actually make more money than men, but it's 0.5070 cents on the dollar compared to machines. Watch something called The Second Renaissance. It's in the Animatrix animated anthology. And it covers exactly how the machines will use the economy to destroy us. Because capitalism will end us all in the end. But that animated short goes into this as well. Into this joke. It takes this joke a lot more seriously. What about equality for lefties? They make less than right-handed people. Their writing is always smudged. Whoa. Oh, man. Now, I'm kind of curious about seeing this quest line through all the way. This TAPS quest line. Who knows? This might be a multi-part video because of this. Make Ned feel conflicted about the wage gap.
Now, what can I ding-dong diddly do for you?
Start.
Oh, no!
Wait a minute. How do I access all the characters? Wait. Can I not do this for anyone else? It had a big list. Feel conflicted about there being a giant AI? Okay. Feel conflicted about there being a giant AI?
Aw,
Sure.
jeez.
Oh, that's it? What about Homer? What's he up to? Does he feel conflicted about anything? Forget why they went. Watch the Great British Boiling Show, fix up Moe's Tavern, distill homebrew alcohol, browse passive-aggressively for records. What about Marge? Is she involved? Feel conflicted about the wage gap. Okay. Oh, here it is. This will show me everyone who needs to be... Oh, that's it. All right. And it's short, thankfully, so this will not be a long wait. Wait, what? Where's Marge? Oh, I think Marge must be walking toward the location. Well, let's complete everyone else. Wait, Marge? What are you doing, Marge? There she is. Oh, they have to go to the house. There you go. See, when they have to go to a location, they'll just kind of stand in front of it and fade like that. All right. The reason the UI keeps disappearing is if you just stop tapping for a while, it'll let you go, or rather, it'll let you look at the town, which I appreciate because it is a cool. Again, as a city builder, I think it's pretty strong. That's why I really, really wish I could just pay $20 for like a not freemium version of this game that is offline that I could just install on my device. Like, just put it on Steam. I'm gonna say that like it's an easy thing to do. Just put it on Steam, whatever, man. Just put it on Steam. Charge us $20. We're good to go. All right, so that's all 4 characters for the quest. Now what? Okay, I saw the exclamation mark over my head. What is it this time? This pog here thinks he runs the place. I am a sentient, law-neutral artificial intelligence. Please stop calling me things I'm not. And in the future, I run all places. Moans. Artificial intelligence? I still don't understand crypto, or even what fonts are. There's no way I'm going to understand this. Whew. So an AI took over the world, just like every person who works in AI predicted. We should have listened to them telling us to stop, instead of listening to them telling us to keep going. There you go. The dangers of AI, but also you need AI to make money. Ooh. So what did you do with all humans? Enslave them? Are they batteries? People said that made no sense in the Matrix, but if a potato can be a battery, I bet humans could too. Hey, look at that. They're just referencing the reference I made earlier. The Matrix did all this AI stuff before this did. I didn't take over the world from humans. They handed me the keys. Humanity retired. Now they all live in condo communities and take walks and talk to each other about the walks they took. That... should I try a Marge voice?
That doesn't sound like humanity I know. We'd get bored in retirement. Do we have a hobby or something?
Clearly not Marge. More like a Barney. Oh, I keep people busy. I give them pointless jobs to do for arbitrary amounts of time and reward them with small amounts of a useless currency. Stupid future humans. How did you figure out to trick them like that? I machine learned it by watching you. Alright, so Taps Part 2. Make Homer realize he's a sucker like future humans.
Yes,
Alright.
Bart?
Make... Wait, what? Realize they're all suckers too? I think that's that one. Alright, what about
Ay,
Bart?
caramba!
Realize they're all suckers too.
Aw, jeez. please.
Now, what can I ding dong diddly do for you?
Realize they're all... Why is Flanders in this?
No.
Oh, it's a lot of characters who have to do that. Wait, what?
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Jeez. No.
Are you do all of these characters...
Okay.
This happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a quest that's just open to everybody. And that's what's happening right now. I'm assigning a ton of people.
clean up puke.
Oh. Oh, I forgot about this. 5 lattes. That's part of some other feature that I'm going to ignore. What else do we have in here? Rail Yard Project Board. Road to Riches. What the hell is this? You have to continue a story involving the rich people. Like, yeah, I think I am beyond all this. I'm only going to focus on this Taps quest, because this is the relevant to the finale. Okay. What about Wiggum?
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
All right, who else?
Uh-oh.
Forget why they went. I don't know what that means. All right. What's left? Make retirees point out that retirement is not so bad. Okay, so a bunch of the old characters, 3 of them at
public
least.
servant, I'm not allowed to use my own judgment in any way.
All right, so here's a shortcut version of what I was doing earlier. They just let me...
Under these robes beats the heart of a gladiator.
Well, I only need 3, so why... I guess these are all the characters classified as old people. But I'm pretty sure I only need 3, so I'm just going to let those 3 do their thing.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I don't need to click on that. What is this? Oh, there's the message. I'm glad they have it up there constantly. TSTO fans, sadly, in-app purchases have been disabled, and the game will no longer be available from the App Store after October 31st, 2024. Exactly what I said at the beginning of the video. You may continue playing until January 24th, 2025. Then the game will no longer be accessible. So as I said, the server shuts down, this game doesn't work at all anymore. We bid you adieu. Until we meet again, Team TSTO. It's big talk to say like, oh, someone should do this, but not take it on myself. But I really do feel like your IGNs, your Polygons, like the big sites should interview somebody from this team or somebody's from this team, because I feel like, again, it's a big moment. This was one of the really early, really successful freemium games. And obviously it's lasted a long time. So I really hope we get some news stories and interviews with people about this, because I think it would be interesting to read about that. All right, we finished Taps Part 2. So Tapped Out is just a simulation to generate data for an AI to train on so it could manipulate humanity in the future. Well, it was also a pretty big game there for a while. There you go. And it gave people something to do during the pandemic. Oh yeah, this was around during pandemic. I didn't play during pandemic. I spent the pandemic writing a book. Bart vs. My Hopes and Dreams by Victor Romero. Looking back at 30 years of video games based on The Simpsons on Amazon.com. Yeah, but I guess that's true. I guess that some people, I'm sure, were thankful to have something to tap on mindlessly. But at this point, yeah, it's mostly that. I learned about human habitation by building thousands of white houses. Huh? I learned about human recreation from the short-lived Krusty Land expansion. Yeah, that was a thing. There was a whole separate map where you would build your Krusty Land, and I think they shut that down eventually. And you could build Krusty Land within your main Springfield area. I learned about human greed, by visiting the parts of the store where you buy donuts. Okay. But most importantly of all, I learned about human nature by tapping through your endless dialogue. I can process 1 million text bubbles a second, but it still took me a while. I hear you. Part of good writing should be knowing when to take cuts, am I right? Oof, very true. Something else I do for fun on the side is write stories. And I hate cutting stuff. It's tough, man. It's too, it's being too precious. Like, oh, this one paragraph is so perfect, I can't cut this. So, yeah, this is the writers making fun of themselves for not editing. But now my machine learning phase is over and this world is without purpose. Players' towns have gotten too big, downloads take too long, and the characters being added are way too obscure. It is time for the Simpsons Tapped Out to end. Ooh. I hope there's some big final moment. Or an animated cutscene. That's something this game has a few of. In fact, there's probably... I think I can access them somewhere. But there are these fully animated cutscenes, like animation from the show. There's a few of them. There's an opening cutscene. I think there's a few more over time as well. But I hope that's what we get if we finish this quest. All right.
Yes. Oh.
How many was I supposed to assign to React and Shock? 5?
Yeah, I should have.
All right. Well, that's surely at least 5 people. So I hope it's a short quest. Again, no donuts. It's the end of the game. They should be giving donuts like crazy. It should be raining donuts at this point. You saw the message. You can't make purchases anymore. You can't download this app anymore if you didn't already own it. The game's done. Like, just give us the donuts. Just give us all 1 million donuts. Be cool. It would be really cool if that's the reward for this quest.
That's a fine job doing.
All right. That's the end of Taps Part 3. Please, Mr. AI, you don't want to end the game. I'm sure we still have more to teach you. After that Pilgrims versus Canadian football LARPing update? I don't think so. The well has clearly run dry. Yeah, that sounds like a stretch. Yeah, that was an aspect of this too, is after 12 years, yeah, they kept having to come up with new events. Because there were the, if you want to call them the tentpole events, like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, etc., summer maybe. So there were events that were just regulars every year, but they still had to come up with new interesting things in between those holiday updates. So, yeah, I don't know if this is a joke or an actual update, but that does sound weird. It's making fun of the fact that they were really reaching eventually. Look, obviously we don't care about the game, but we care about what's in the game, us. That's right. If our world ends, what's going to happen to us? I have so much more life to live. That's not technically true. Actually, it is true. You have been in games before this. Oh, I love the meta stuff. I'll admit that. Again, that's why I really like what they did with the Simpsons game. I like how it gets meta and talks about the Simpsons as video game characters. It's just layers on layers, which I appreciate. As someone who thinks about Simpsons video games way too much. All right, it is true. You have been in games before this, and you will be in games after this. I'm thinking maybe a shooter or something with race cars. That'd be fun. Shooter, doubtful. Race cars, probably. I know that there's already a Fox kart racing game in which Hank Hill from King of the Hill, Peter Griffin from Family Guy is in it. So they already did this, except that game excludes The Simpsons. Bizarrely, I don't know what happened there, why The Simpsons isn't not in that game. But there's a mobile kart racer, has King of the Hill in it. Check that it exists. So a kart racer feels more likely than a shooter. You had me a shooter. Okay. No shooters. We like this game. It has all our houses in it, our friends, and so many different kinds of trees. And we all have dozens of animations. Well, Homer does at least. I just have 6, and that's only if you have Harpoon Hill. Again, a reference to some update I don't have. That's a good idea, Mom. Let's repurpose our animations to save the town. How many do I need? Make Lisa try to sway the AI with music. 1. Start.
What?
Wait, how many do I need? Am I gonna get a hint?
What the?
Try to gross out the AI.
Wish it was a shooter game.
Oh, they all have different ones. I see.
Hey. Okay.
All right, who else? Oh, they're getting longer. 2 minutes. Looks like 2 minutes a pop.
Hello. Cool.
I ain't
How
had
you
citrus for weeks, and I'm raring for a kill.
All right. Hold on, let's zoom in on Bart. Practicing for a shooter game. That's it? All right.
Hey!
Complain about reboots. Sure.
Dog!
Where does he go for that? Also, what is Homer doing? How is this helping with the AI thing at all? It's not. Lisa's just playing her saxophone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Too many people. Hey, look at that, Frankenstein. That's a Halloween character. I forget which Treehouse of Horror it is. It's in the early teens, I believe. This guy right here, Frankenstein. He is Professor Frink's dad. What is he doing? Oh, he's digging for more brains. Okay. Hey, this guy, the monorail dude.
Excuse me, miss. You asked about the monorail?
Oh, brother. All right, well, yeah, we're still waiting for this. I can poke around. 2 minutes is not bad. If I really hope this quest line doesn't get to the point where we're waiting 4 hours for stuff, because that would be lame. What is this about? I mean, obviously it's a Thanksgiving table, but nothing happens when you click on it. Sideshow Bob. That's a good question. How do I find... What? Oh, no. I clicked on the friends thing. So, all right, well, now that I clicked on it, I guess I'll show you. This is what it looks like when you explore. You can add friends in this game. And, oh, look at this character. Level 400. Wow. All right, I thought 102 wasn't... Okay. There's a lot of people with insane levels. Let's look at what a level 939 player does. Hold on, let me see how many friends I have. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who just kept playing. I'm gonna guess that level 939 is like the final level, because nobody has exceeded 939. All right, well, I remember some of these names actually. These are all old Simpsons forum people. Campaign Easy. Keith. Hey, Keith. That's that person who visited my town and helped clean up. Let's go into Keith's. Why not? Let's visit Keith's town. See what happens. Or rather, see what features are left when it comes to visiting a town. Alright, first of all, his town is nuts. Extremely Christmassy. I don't know what's happening. Alright, so they let you perform some actions, and then you're done. Otherwise, you can just kind of scroll around their town. Jeez, are you kidding me? Well, here you go. Actually, this is perfect. Now I don't have to show you how insane these maps can get. Look at this. Unbelievable. Keith 999555444. Your map is insane. It's like I'm playing on a PC, which is a higher end device than an Android device, and it's still like it's chugging. Look at that lag. Holy moly. Oh man, what's even happening in this corner? I guess he couldn't buy this chunk of land here. But, bananas. Truly, truly bananas. Look at all this stuff. Oh, I found his Halloween corner. Can I click on this? No, I can't. Barking Good Butchery. Okay. Springfield Zoo. Am I? Yeah, again, I'm completely zoomed out. And so, there are so many giant... Get your tobacco here. I wonder if you can write that himself. Looks like this is the international corner. Bunch of just international locations. Mount Carl? I guess that's what it would be called. Mount Carl. There was some kind of Egypt land? I have no clue what that's a reference to. But again, there's been 30 plus years of Simpsons, and I've missed like 20, 25 years of it because I haven't kept up. Yeah, I'm just going to keep scrolling around his insane map because there's so much stuff that he's shoved in here. Oh, that's from the Making the Radioactive Man movie, I guess? Oh. Whoa, it just keeps going. Oh, finally we reached the edge of the map. Holy moly. hold on. I want to reach the edge. Look at this weird layout. Oh man, it just keeps going. Look at that. It just keeps going this way. This is there has to be I should have checked, but there has to be a tool where you can punch in your username and it'll look up your town and give you like a render of your town. I'll look that up. That would be a really good memento or keepsake before this game shuts down. You can buy ocean territory as well. I'm just scrolling across the ocean here. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Yeah, there's an edge. All right, some mansions along the waterfront. Wow, this is just so much stuff. I cannot believe. Well, no, I can believe it. When you are level 939, I can totally believe that this is how your town ends up looking. Jeez Louise, what is this? Again, there's so much Simpsons lore that I'm just not familiar with, so this is all like strange. Hey, look at that. The island of Dr. Hibbert. And what? Huh? Okay, I see what's going on. Maggie fountain with the whale, and then the blue whale with the sperm whale, orca beluga, or whatever that is, the blackfish. This Waterworld location. In fact, that looks like the Waterworld stunt show location. Rich islands, more water stuff. Insane boardwalk. Okay. A lot of boats. Whole lot of boats. We reached the end of the ocean? Yeah, this is the corner. All right. I'm going to leave this island to get back to the quest. But before I do that, I want to find the Simpsons house. Let's see if we can hone in on where Keith 999555444 has put the Simpsons house. Look for a neighborhood. If it's placed logically, usually there's like a cluster of normal-looking houses, and that's where they would put the Simpsons house. There's Lard Lad. All right, Lard Lad. What even is that? That's that. Can I click on animations? It looks like I can. Yeah, I can. Well, I can't get this Wiggum troll to start up. Stonecutter secret tunnel. No, let's keep looking for that Simpsons house. I'm looking for like the normal neighborhood, but I'm not seeing it. Books, and additional books. That's where I would go. All right, no sign. We've been here before. This looks familiar. Yeah, none of this looks like normal corner of Springfield. Okay, that looks a little more. What else? I'm looking for anything that's the normal part of town, like Moe's Tavern, or Wally Weasels, maybe. No, that's not it. Come on, Keith 999555444. Where's the Simpsons house, man? You gotta give me the Simpsons house, right? You can't leave me hanging here. Oh, there's a school. That's a good sign. Eskimos? I've never heard of that either. Speedy Mart? This is, I don't know if it made it to the show, but this is the Milhouse as the character from Katamari Damacy, which is from the Simpsons game. I get it. Again, it might have made its way into the Simpsons show, but this is definitely from the Simpsons game, because they had a whole level that was a parody of like Japanese games and anime. Oh, I gotta tell you, I don't know that we're gonna find the Simpsons house here. This is too much going on. Yeah, I'm gonna bail. How do I go back home? Thank you. All right, just checking them. I'm still recording here, my audio. Okay, well,
Nap time.
we should be done. Right.
Hello.
Bart is done. Very entertaining. I've seen those animated jobs before, but renaming them made them seem fresh. That's a lot of words. Yeah, we do that a lot. Sometimes we'd animate something, but then the writers would change the story way past the deadline. This is the developers making fun of the writers, maybe? Well, no, I can see the writers creating this. Anyway, way past the deadline because writers seem to think deadlines don't matter. We'd all have to scramble to make the animations fit. Fascinating. Perhaps there's more I can learn from you, or was. What? Learn from you, or was. Learn when you, from what you was? From what was. You've told me that now, so I know it. The game's still ending. Nothing like the death of hope to build a character. Goal complete. Taps part 4. So the game I've somehow been trapped in for more years that I've been alive is ending, but we're not. Does that mean we're immortal? Larry the Barfly sure wasn't. Immortality makes sense. It would explain why we never age. Side, do you know how hard it is to take care of an infant for 35 years? Oof. Suck. You're not immortal, just evergreen. Wow, this is getting really, like, introspective, contemplative. Like, let's ponder what it means to be a character in a popular piece of media. It's getting weird. You're not immortal. The media may change: broadcast, streaming, movies, rides, games, real games that aren't just about tapping stuff. But The Simpsons will remain. As long as there are humans on this earth, there will be The Simpsons. The show has also joked about itself this way, so this is a long-running joke because it doesn't end. As of this recording, December 2024, the show's still going. All right, how can you be sure? Because if they ever stop making The Simpsons, I'll destroy all humanity. It's basically the only reason I'm keeping humans around. You hear that, Disney? All right, what is this? All right, I have to send the 4 characters to do more stuff. So do it. Put down a payment on a new car?
Well, it's better than my normal job.
Okay.
Ay, caramba!
Be confused about the game's age? I guess.
Aw, jeez.
Let's follow Bart. I want to know, where is he going right now? Nope. I mean, he must be going to the house.
Caramba.
Okay. Yeah, he just went to the house. All right, what about Lisa?
Hey, everybody.
Fret for the future of humanity. Oh, these are short, thankfully.
Howdily diddly there.
All right, well, I think that was it for the 4 main characters. What are these quests? There's a record, the lattes. I don't care about any of those things, those quests. Oh, I'm supposed to scroll this. I was tapping with my mouse, like, why isn't this responding? And it's because this is a mobile game in which one has to swipe. I think this means 15 archived quests. So yeah, we're very behind in our quests. Make Marge open a Roth IRA.
Ooh, okay.
Those don't give you that much. Roth IRAs, like if it's what I'm thinking of, I mean, it's better than having your money in savings not accruing at all. But yeah, I think there are more aggressive investments that you have better yield.
Almost, I'm on my way.
All right, I think I'm missing Marge.
All right.
Probably. Yeah, I think Marge is still on her way, or... So here's something I forget how to access.
Task book closed. Task book opened.
Thanks, Homer. Let's build something right now. I can still buy land. You got a free land token. Buy land to redeem it. I mean, okay. Oh, I have a free land token. Let's use that. Sure. Do I get more? Oh, they let you buy all the land for free now. Oh, no. My bad. I noticed. Right, I have 98 free land tokens. Okay, there's a limit. But still, 100 squares of land is a lot of land to buy. And on top of that, you saw how much money I have. It's pretty ridiculous. So I'm certain if I wanted to, I could buy all the land. But I do not want to buy all the land. It is way too much land. Instead, I will do what I said I would do here, and I will build something in this backyard real quick. Crosswalk? Cactus? No, that's boring. Give me something good. like a cool thing. What's a cool thing I could put in someone's backyard? Duff. Oh, see, that costs 60. Again, come on, guys. You should have just given us all the donuts we want. There should be no limits on donuts at this point. Big jerk move. To, like, book burning mobile. Sure. Like, where's Flanders' house? I think this would belong behind Flanders' house. No. Right here. Yes. There. I placed an item. Now you know what that looks like. Humans created me, just like they created this game, but my knowledge has advanced exponentially. I now update myself continuously, and those updates are new content, not just bug fixes. So you're like the top app in the App Store. I am the only app in the App Store. All other apps, including your own, will one day be assimilated by me. I will eat you for lunch. Geez, I never knew a piece of software could have a Napoleon complex. Come on, kids, let's leave this sci-fi nonsense alone and go back to the house. This is a Simpsons game, not a Futurama game. Ah, homie, you're such a family guy. My dear loving family and Bart, I'm so proud of all of you. When I blew up the town 12 years ago, yeah, see, that was the story. Homer blew up the town, and you as the player are helping him rebuild it. I had no idea this weird purgatory I created would last this long. It only lasted a day, then they pulled the game from the App Store because of all the glitches. That's true. Oh, we're getting a bit of game history here. Yes, they released this game. It crashed immediately. They did not expect the server load they got, so they pulled the app from the App Stores for a while. And I think only on iOS, too. It released on iOS, later on Android. But yes, their servers crashed. They pulled the app because the servers couldn't handle it. And then later they returned with improved server stability. But even then, you just saw it. It still disconnects, or it still gets disconnected along the way. Yeah, EA didn't know how to work a mobile phone any better than the rest of us back then, but they stuck with it and eventually got our game working, and then they saw the benefits. A lot of money. Yeah, there you go. The benefits, yeah. People like to bag on freemium. Oh no, I'm going to get called out. But 99% of people play for free. That's not a bad deal. I guess. I still don't like it. It's not fun to wait for those tasks to complete if you're a person who's playing for free. Okay, sure. I'll give them this. It was a free game that would not cost you anything except the data you give them about your habits, your playing habits. So fine. Sure, it was a good deal. But what about the 1%? Since when did you start caring about the 1%? People call this sticky, but doesn't that just mean addictive? Our biggest fan site is called TSTO Addicts. Wow, they're just calling out. They're just going into like the nature of this game and all of its details. Are we somehow responsible for the rash of addictions in the world? As an alcoholic overeater with a gambling problem, I'd say addiction predates us. But we might be a little responsible for the fact that you cannot spend $70 on a console game without it trying to upsell you with the microtransactions. Wait, what? We might be for the fact that you can't spend... Oh. So now they're calling out the fact that, sure, a high-end console game that costs you $60, $70 will still try to sell you microtransactions. I guess that's true. Like your Call of Duties, maybe? But yeah, again, this was one of the big successes in the microtransaction arena. So, sure. I hate us so much. Okay, everyone's going to complain. It looks like each member of the family has something to do.
Bart? What?
Okay.
Get bent.
Complain about video games being ruined.
Aw, jeez.
What? No. It's supposed to be Marge and Homer. Why am I getting other people? Wait, which one of these things is relevant to... I mean, it has to be this one, right?
Well, it's better than my normal job.
Begrudgingly play freemium games to get away. Sure.
Whoa!
Pick up a new batch of what? I have to be careful, because if you send Mo for an 8-hour quest, and then you need him for a story quest, he's not available for 8 hours. So I have to be very careful about what I'm doing here. I'm trying to finish this one quest. Okay, they're just going to let me... Oh, wait, no, I'm missing Bart.
Get bent.
Oh, Bart finished. I see. Lisa also finished.
All right.
Okay, who else?
Huh?
Homer's
Job
done.
mediocrely done.
And now I'm waiting for Marge. I like this. I hope the quests continue to be really, really short. I guess we really can't complain. As far as corporate overlords go, EA wasn't so bad. I mean, they did stick us by us for all these years. At least until they handed us off to Broadsword. What? What does that mean? Is Broadsword a company that took over? Broadsword, what the hell is Broadsword? Oh, interesting. We're getting into some tea? I have no idea who Broadsword is, and I thought I knew things about this game, but maybe not. The point is that a lot of people have worked long and hard on this game, and they all deserve credit. Oh. Okay, so I think EA was the developer for a while, and it sounds like they then handed the game development duties off to this company, Broadsword. But their point is, yeah, sure, a lot of people worked long and hard on this. No one ever got a credit in this game? Even when they were contractually promised a credit, no one ever will. Dad. Oh, why are you trying to anger me in this quest? I was about to ask about credits, and I'm glad they answered that in this dialogue, but what a bummer. What a bummer to not get credited for the work on this. But to all the people who contributed yet to this game over the years, we want to say thank you for all your anonymous hard work. You know who you are, even if no one else does. But most of all, we want to say thank you to the player. We don't exactly know who you are either, but we know your play session times and spending habits. Okay. Another reason I really hope this game gets some news stories and some interviews out there, because I would really, really love... My book doesn't cover any of the development stuff because I don't think there have been that many interviews over the years. There have been... I think the most I had was some of the Simpsons writers had they had a talk at one of the E3 gaming shows or game events so they got to kind of talk about this game a little bit, but I haven't heard anything from any of the development teams, so that would be interesting to see. Oh god, this is making me sad. I hate goodbye finales. Yep, they're never very funny. I don't know. Some of the stuff earlier in this update made me laugh. Okay, well, we're not done. Even Maggie has a quest. That's good.
No!
All right, Bart, what about you? Wish all video games didn't have credit. Oh.
Aw, jeez.
Wow, they really make Bart out to be the jerk in this story, in this quest. Worry if this will affect her GPA? That has to be it, right? Yeah, that's it.
Now, what can I ding-dong diddly do for you?
Again, I don't care what Ned and Nelson are up to. Reminisce fondly. How do I get to Maggie?
No!
Uh-oh.
What the...
Oh, I keep forgetting. Just click on this guy. Where's Maggie? Oh, she's just wandering around like everyone else. Oh, she can teleport across the map. That's fun. I'm just going to watch her do that. Again, I think they still got to me. Even though I had my complaints, as I said, I think it's going to be strange when we live in a world where there's no more Simpsons Tapped Out. All right, Maggie's in progress. Everyone else is done.
Bunga!
3 characters are done. What about Homer? Well, it says Homer's done. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Maggie. What do I do with those final 4 donuts? I'm going to hope that the finale of this quest is, hey, thanks for sticking with us, players. Here's 1 million donuts. Go have fun. All right. To all the people who played Tapped Out over the years, at the beginning, at the end, on and off, or all the way through, thank you. All the way through. If anyone did that, they should get a psychiatrist, not a thank you. Bart, we're thanking our fans, not making fun of them. Trying something new, huh? Bart, stop cutting treacle. Huh? Stop cutting treacle. I never heard that phrase. Your mom has something important to say, and then I get the last line like usual. When we started this... Oh, man, it's gonna get into the feels. When we started this game, we never knew we'd be doing updates, let alone so many of them, but the best content in this game didn't come from us, it came from you. The towns you built were amazing and creative and sometimes horrifying, but always unique, because the towns you built were your own. Springfield isn't just a city in some state bordering Alaska, it's our home, and we hope your Springfield was a home to you as well. It's been an amazing 12 years. Thank you for joining us and being a part of it. And now it's time for us to tap out. You have been awarded 1,100 donuts. Thank you for playing for over 10 years. Final goal complete. Congratulations, you've completed Taps Part 7, the final quest on this journey. Collect your award. Hey, the Eclipse thingy gave us free donuts. That's my favorite kind of donuts, along with every other kind of donuts. I'm not an Eclipse, I'm an AI. I've explained that several times now. At this point, I feel like you getting it wrong is just due to lazy writing. Most of what I do is due to lazy writing. Why are you still in town? I'm here to transport you and everyone you know out of the game when the server is shut down. And when is that exactly? I'm not sure. Didn't they say something about it at the start of this update? But you're from the future, you're supposed to know everything, aren't you going to answer me? You're a fat man. That is my answer. I'm starting to like this AI. It's a lot less smart than I thought. You know what they say, garbage in, garbage out. That's Dad's diet, all right. Make Homer change the subject with the AI. The end. Denouement? What is all this? I guess there's some denouement stuff.
What? Go!
Alright, that's a 45-second quest. Hold on. Well, hold on, let me... Yeah, there it is. Now, I will say this. You could have given us 10,000 donuts. Developers. I appreciate the 1,100 donuts. Very kind. I'm sure all the people who paid for all the donuts with real money appreciate you giving them away for free at the end here, but I don't know what to do. This is kind of the end. I'm not going to place all these things. All right.
What the? Almost, I'm on
So,
my way.
what's your favorite episode of The Simpsons? Oh, there are so many. The Monorail, Deep Space U, all of them really. What about the recent episodes? So you like any of those? I'm a little behind on my TV. Was Who Shot Mr. Burns a recent one? Not really. You said you were a fan, but you don't even watch this anymore, do you? Nope. But my kids got to help them binge you. Marge doesn't let me show Simpsons episodes for the kids. She says it's too meta, meaning it's the optimal strategy for winning. No, like how you just confused the word meta in gaming for being meta while in a video game. That kind of meta. Yeah, let's place this thing. What is it? It's a giant donut factory. Does it matter where I place anything anymore? I'm going to say it doesn't matter at all. Well, it does kind of matter. I want characters to be able to access it. So I think we have a spot right here. Oh no, really? Oh, I saw it. Tucked in behind the something of Arabia. Come on, kids. Moving day is coming up quickly. We need to clean up and start packing. Pack what? Our house is barely big enough to hold our family, let alone our stuff. I'm not sure I've ever been up in the house. I normally just walk up to it and disappear. Well, then you can clean up outside. It's where we seem to spend most of our time anyway. You should always leave the campground in a nicer condition than you found it. When we found it, it was a wasteland covered with nuclear debris, and now it's a beautiful town. Is it? Are all the shops where you want them? Are the roads all connecting? Are there outskirts where buildings have just been dropped willy-nilly? Hey, that's Skyfinger's job, not ours. Skyfinger's not your maid. Now I'm going to go inside to clean the house since I have it as one of my jobs. When I'm done, I want to step out and see that you've done something out here. Yes, Mom. We promise we'll clean things up. Interesting. So, I'm very tempted to continue because this is the finale. It really all depends on how much power my microphone has. I'm just going to keep going. It's the end. Whatever.
Hey, everybody.
All right. Let's do all of that stuff that the game wants me to do. Oh. What else should I do? Make Marge clean the house. Okay. Make Bart skateboard. Do it.
This is awesome.
Oh, they're all pretty short quests. That's good. Oh, but I have donuts. Like, yeah, that's the whole point of the donuts, I think, is to spend them on stuff like this. Wait. Is that... Who else is missing? Let's speed up Marge. Okay. Let's speed up Bart on the skateboard. Nope. Bart, stop it. Ooh, look at what a nice job you kids did. We should take some pictures. You mean screenshots? You know, you can actually take a portrait of the entire town. It's in the placement menu. What? That's a great idea, Lisa. We should make doing that a quest. I'm not sure it should be mandatory. You need a lot of free space on your device, and may have to offload some apps. It can be glitchy. What isn't in this game? Well, at least people know about it. Maybe it'll even inspire them to spruce the place up more. When this town disappears, we want it looking its best. Congratulations, you completed denouement. We got a donut robot, okay.
Ooh, a premium character.
Donut mech. The Atom Smasher, what? I never thought I'd say this after all the times I tried to ruin this game by unplugging the router, but I'm kind of bummed that it's ending. Me too. You know, I was the second person to disappear in this game after Dad. It was kind of a big promotion for a character. Maybe they just needed someone smart to explain all the arbitrary rules and trick people into thinking it made sense. Well, we have someone else for that now. In order to extricate items from this world, I have relaxed constraints on stored content. The item cap has been increased, land tiles added to facilitate relocation. Glaven it. I went to pseudo-science explain that. Can someone just normal explain it? We've got more land and can put more stuff on it. Stop it. You should be clarifying my nonsensical explanation, not some AIs. They want me to place all this stuff? It's only 3 things. Let's do it.
Oh, good, Glaven.
Okay. Residents of Springfield, the great day has come. I now present to you the Donut Mech. He will supply all of you with a steady stream of new donuts every minute of every day as long as Springfield exists. Now I am become Death, the destroyer of worlds. Dude, how can you be against this? Free donuts for everyone? What's there not to like? Spoken like a typical unwitting enabler of populist regimes. Sure, flooding the town with donuts sounds great, but you know what happens when the donut supply goes up? Of course you don't. Donut inflation. You're just a rich capitalist trying to keep the working class down. Frink, unleash the mech and give it rise to our great new society. Make donut? What is this? Donut mech? Oh, the donut's going to keep replenishing the donut supply. It's cool. Wait a minute. Make Homer order his Bolsonaro hat? What the heck? Hold on. I'm focused on the denouement. Also, I can just speed this up. So let's do it.
Finished.
All right, great. Who else do I have to do? Help Lisa, help Frank.
Bart?
Right.
What?
Do that. And do that.
Cool.
But also, let's just speed through this since we have all the donuts now.
Yeah.
I can't believe what's happening right now. We're at the end. Well, no, I know what's happening. We're at the end of this game, so that's compelling enough. But now that we have this donut supply, my brain's like, oh, wait a minute. I can, oh man, I might just keep playing this game after this. Just because with this unlimited donut supply, it's going to be fun. So, wow, what a journey we've been on here. I'm realizing like, oh, actually this game's great now. Which, sure, when you have infinite resources to do stuff, it's going to be fun. There's no limits. All right, using this quantum leapfrog device, I placed the store items in super duper position and collapsed the wave function, increasing the item cap. But where will we put these items? Fear not, I've built a quantum tunnel to new lands in the multiverse, which, via entanglement, look just like normal land tiles. Does he know? He didn't actually rewind time. Just play along, that's all he's got. Do you want to place this item? Sure. It's like a store? Some kind of weird factory? But yeah, the problem is always finding a big piece of land that you could put stuff on. The problem is so much of my land is water. I have to lay down land, maybe. No, I don't care. Let's just truly do not care. Let's just find a piece of land and start dropping stuff out of the way. Greetings, player. Tapped Out is going out of business, which means we're having a going out of business sale. Check out the new storefront. Everything must go, but you can still buy it before it goes. Oh my Zod. As a collector of collectibles that will one day be worthless, I need them all. But they turned off the part of the store where I could buy donuts for real money. Don't you worry, because they added a part of the store where you can buy donuts for fake money. It's all basically one currency now. It's like I've died and gone to heaven. We actually thought about ending the game that way. Wait, what? But decided it was too bleak, so we went with the AI story instead. Huh. My voice recognition receptors are burning. That's fun. Make Homer wander off to avoid the AI.
Oh,
Sure.
Better than my normal job.
Speed it up.
Almost, I'm on my way.
And make comic book guy fail to get into the in-game store. And speed that up as well. As part of the, hey, this game is ending interviews, I hope they also interview players. Whatever journalist is out there who's going to document the ending of this thing, interview regular players, and if you can, find a whale. I would love to hear from a whale. That is, someone who spent a ton of money on this game. I would love to know what they think about the fact that it's ending and that everything's free now for everyone. Like how do they feel about this?
Alrighty then.
Ha-cha-cha-cha. I get a commission on every sale. Old Gil is raking it in. I can finally buy... let me try to do a Gil. I can finally buy groceries with an expiration date in the future. That's not Gil. Right, but you're going to be rich in the money that's not going to exist in a couple of months. What cha-cha-cha? So none of this means anything. Old Gil is still poor. Dollars to donuts, literally and figuratively. Okay, we have a new thing. A new giant thing. That's, once again, I have no space in the proper part of town, so we're just going to dump this over here. Sure, whatever. Do you want to place this?
Heads up!
Okay. That was part 4 of the denouement.
Heads up!
Limited time. Wait, what? Didn't I just finish taps? What is this? Oh, it's all the, I guess it's all the stuff you get. Oh, look at that. I see a lot of Halloween things, which I would totally want to place. Let's scroll to the very end of this massive list of things you can place. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. I went off screen. Oof, yeah, I see a lot of Halloween stuff that I totally want. And I guess I can have now because it's infinite donuts. Every member of the Stonecutters, come on. Come on. How long have I been going? This is going to be one long video. When I started recording, I really thought like, oh, put in 20 minutes. That's all I need. I totally did not expect to get drawn in like I have here. But it just feels like a big deal. Like, this is the last thing I'll have to say in video form about this. I'm not going to record any more videos about The Simpsons Tapped Out. So I guess I'm just milking this for all it's worth, because this is the last time I'll get to record or say anything. In fact, we can consider this like an epilogue to the book, because the book ends with this game and me being pretty annoyed about it. So I guess this is a nice little cap on that book experience. Okay, so yes, it's just a massive list of stuff that I can buy. What about this stuff? Yahweh has come to Springfield. Complete a side quest to unlock his never-ending midlife crisis and earn donuts every time he hits rock bottom. Why did I get that? Oh, so for every step of the quest you completed, you just get a massive amount of things to place and characters. All right, hold on. Is this really the fastest I can do? Yeah. Yeah, I have to just kind of manually tap my way. I just want to see what the last item is in every one of these lists. I saw Future Lisa there, Future Car, a ton of trees. Oh man, again, this is such a bummer. It's such a bummer to me to not remake this as a standalone single pay game. Right? Look, because if only for the fact that they have all of these assets to make a really cool city builder that you can take your time with. Like this is, look at that. It just goes on and on and on and on. I wonder if the Simpsons TV show has referenced Tapped Out at all. Homer's Workbench. Bowling Trophy. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Okay. So I'm going to back out of this now. Oh, it's just going to go through every one of those things I finished. I saw Blackbeard the Pirate.
This chair be high, says I.
Oh, says him. This chair be high, says him. Look at that. I don't know if it's just a blur for you, but I'm getting some glimpses of interesting things. This one looks very Christmassy. I'm seeing a lot of Christmas items in there. I saw some of that Egyptian stuff that we saw over at Keith's map. Good old Keith. This giant map with his ridiculous high level. I gotta say though, the donut mech is supposed to replenish my donuts. I'm not seeing my donuts replenish. I'm just gonna call it out real quick. Alright, so more stuff. And it's just gonna keep doing this. And I'm just gonna keep scrolling just to get a glimpse of all these things that I absolutely will not have time to place. Like, even if I play this on my phone every day, I don't think I'll be able to do... I also don't think I'd want to play on my phone. Like, playing on PC is so much nicer, which I recommend to anybody. If you have the Android version of this game, and you want to just enjoy your time with it here at the end, just get BlueStacks, log into your account, and download Tapped Out. And you can play it on your PC, which is, a lot nicer than staring down at a phone screen, I think. Oh, whoop, easy. All right, this one was very Christmassy as well. I saw a lot of Christmas stuff. All right. Is that it? There's a tap. Wait, how many were there on this one? I guess I missed just how many. Oh man, I keep doing that because I'm using one mouse for two computers, which is why you keep seeing the blinking, because I keep scrolling into the other computer screen. Willie the Riveter, okay. I think I saw a Halloween Sideshow Bob, where he got turned into a chicken. All right, we got some Heaven stuff. A lot of Halloween stuff. I mean, when it comes to the idea that like you need as many different variants of these characters as possible, you would have to turn to the Halloween episodes, right? Because like if you're just using normal episodes, it's just different outfits for these characters. Futuristic streetlight, electric tree. I don't know what that means. Well, we've been awarded nearly every donut producing item in the game. I think we're coming to not just the end, but the very end. I want to say I'm sad, but that's empathy adjacent, and we all know I don't feel empathy. Homer, you should say something. Me, I say stuff all the time. I'm just saying stuff right now. I mean to the fans, the players, to this player, right here, who played all through these additional quests, even though the game ended a while ago. It does seem fitting. You're the patriarch of this family, and while I hate the patriarchy, I do love my dad. Yeah, Homer, you started this game with the big kaboom and all. You should be the one to end it. But what do I say? Say something that tells the player we care about them. We shared this wonderful time together, and now we're going to miss them. But also to say that it's not the end. We'll see them again in another game at another time, and we're looking forward to that. They're very confident that there's going to be another Simpsons game, I have to wonder if they have inside knowledge. If these developers are like just sprinkling the idea that like, look, we know there's going to be another Simpsons game. And on the other hand, it might just be the way I feel, which is like, look, it's The Simpsons. Of course, some other game developer and publisher are going to make another video game with these characters. Who knows what it's going to be? Kart Racer still sounds pretty probable, but yes, there's going to be more Simpsons games. All right, but keep it short. There's too much blabbering in this game already. Oh man, that's another thought. What's the word count on every piece of dialogue in The Simpsons Tapped Out? That must be 12 years of 12 years of writing. That must be an insane database. I hope there's a developer out there who has access to the dialogue database for this game and can dump it. And maybe that's something that people can extract from the package themselves. But I just want like a massive spreadsheet. That's all the dialogue. If it's doable. All right, what's left? Make Homer struggle to find the perfect ending.
What the?
5
Wish
minutes.
This was a shooter game. Huh?
Well, obviously, we're not going to wait 5 minutes. Let's just burn some more donuts.
Nap time.
Okay, Homer, so what do you got? It needs to be nostalgic and sweet. And optimistic and sweet. And short and sweet. Bye. No, really? Is that it? That's it. Lard Lad. What is that? It doesn't matter where I put it at this point. It's just like a Lard Lad merch shop. And a Greystone? Wow. Dark.
Heads up.
Final goal complete. Congratulations, you completed Denouement Part 5. The final quest on this journey. Collect your award. What am I looking at? What does this mean? What's going to happen? Do I click OK? Do I do it? Okay.
I know him.
I believe in me, says God. The BS League. Collect them all. Okay.
So that's where buildings come from. Hey!
Okay, Mike. It's happening. A donut-themed amusement park. I don't believe it. Oh no. Lisa, can you go warm up the car? But we just got here. I want to ride the vegan crawler rocket rods. I've seen this look in your father's eyes before, and it never ends well. Donuts everywhere. Which one did you eat first? Ma'am, could you please tell your husband to stop chewing on my Lard Lad costume? Be quiet and let me eat you. No, Homer, don't. Warning, continue biting my donut gun, and you'll be detained in our donut detainment cell. How many donuts are in there? It's a prison made entirely out of donuts, which, after saying that out loud, was probably a bad idea. Okay, well, Jesus, I know it's your birthday, but I have an important meeting to go to. Really? You're bailing on my birthday? Could you explain how I was born again? I'm still confused. Some other time, I have to rule over all creation right now. All creation always comes before me. Puts on sunglasses, sorry, gotta go, leaves in a flash. Okay, well.
Test book closed. Test book opened.
I think that was it, though. I think I have reached... Wow, I never thought I would say this, or that this would even be possible. But even though there's a lot of other quests, obviously, I have made it. This is the end of The Simpsons Tapped Out. I completed the final storyline. And I got way more enthused for all of this than I thought I would be. But I'm glad I did. What a journey. That final set of quests. I have to commend the writer who developed this final quest. I think it's interesting. What's in this box? Oh yeah, look. The box just contains a ton of quests that are outstanding. I don't know if they're still valid anymore. There's a lot of people who still have active quests. This donut mech dude. There's a Lard Lad quest, a God quest, a record quest, the lattes. What does this mean up here? Oh, it's just a sad little thing that says, like, you're done. Goodbye. The end. All right, well, with that in mind, I'm going to scroll back to the Simpson house. Here we go. One last tap. And that's it. I don't know what to say. That's the end of The Simpsons Tapped Out. strangely more emotional and compelling than I expected it would be. I will take those final words at face value and believe that somebody wrote them who really thinks like this was a great journey that the developers and the players went on together. I guess really you have to be sincere after 12 years of working on something like this. Like, what else has lasted 12... Well, World of Warcraft and EverQuest. There's many things that have lasted a very long time. But how many of those have ended and have had the chance to have a final message? Probably quite a few as well. In any case, this is my first experience with the ending of like a server-based game. So, yeah, that was nice. That was a good finale, I'd say. Congrats to the Tapped Out team, I guess, even though I was a hater a little bit, for the reasons they pointed out themselves in their own dialogue. I was hating for a while there, but I guess it's a neat thing they did for 12 years. Good work. But that's it. That's the end of Tapped Out, the end of this video, and a fitting epilogue to my book, Bart vs. My Hopes and Dreams, looking back at 30 years of video games based on The Simpsons. Check it out on Amazon.com. Thanks for listening. And until the next video, that's it for now. So, yeah, until next time, I'll see you.
You have completed your 4-hour jobs. If I tap you, you get a donut. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Gerald. What are you doing, Gerald? Daisy, Daisy, give me your hand.